People, get out and vote. I'm telling you, this is the most important election that most of us, if not all of us, will ever have to vote in. It's the first election out of a war and into the process of rebuilding our economy. I'm telling you right now, any decision is better than no decision. Well, actually, any almost any decision is better than no, is better than none at all. Get out, rock the vote, vote, because let's face it, everything in your life is on the line. Everything from your job, your career, even down to the people you know and where you live, your social economical levels, the type of schools that your child attends, the type of college they'll go to when they reach 18. Parents, get your kids in the habit, show them what it's like to vote. Voting as part of your First Amendment rights to free speech. Can't have happiness if you can't speak out against injustice. Vote, I'm telling you. Your independence, your life, your health are just three of the major things that are on the line every single day. When you vote, make an informed decision. Do your research. Nobody wants to pick the dumbass for president. Although that is what some people will do. And frankly, it's because some of them are blatant jackasses. Some really are. And, that's something that we just got to deal with. But if you can help it, don't make a dumb decision. Because this is one of those times where if you do, you could end up regretting it for 8 years. Voting is one way to let your people know, hey, I'm here, I exist, I'm about something. Voting is making your voice heard. Voting lets you know that you're alive, just as pain does. So I'm warning you. If you don't vote, you're letting somebody else do it for you. And that is not what you want to do, especially since God gave you the ability to communicate on your own. God gave us a brain so we can have thoughts. He also gave us a mouth so that we can orally express them. And, don't try not to offend people, but sometimes that's what happens. I mean, I remember back when Obama got elected in 2004. There was a lady that said, well, we had, we still have 2012, Not gonna say the skin color of the lady, but those of you who were paying attention to the election that night, you know what I'm talking about. So I won't get into that. But and for the people who will be voting for the first time, make sure you do your research, because those are the ones who are most likely to pick the jackass, because they never voted before, and 9 times out of 10, if you don't do your research, you're gonna pick the jackass. Believe it or not. I'm sorry for saying it that way, but I'm sorry for saying it this way. Well, maybe not. Well, I'm actually not sorry, because it's the truth. When you're ill-informed, you make even dumber decisions. Voting is your right. Take advantage of it, because if you don't, you are leaving yourself to the mercy of other people, and that's if they choose to have mercy on you. You don't want that to happen. You do not want to leave that choice in people's hands, because some people completely are heartless. They are. I'm just gonna go out and tell you right now. Don't expect any people to be nice to each other, especially during a presidential election. That ain't happening. Politics is the field where if you don't win, you die. So what you're in is literally a thing that I like to entitle "I can't afford to lose" situation. Because if you lose, it's all over. It is all completely over. So when you hear young people, those that just turned 18, when your rap stars tell you to go vote, even though they're not the best, even though they may not be the best that the industry has to offer right now, take their advice, vote. When older people are telling you to vote, do it. But make sure you pay attention to those debates. Make sure you do your background research on a person. Make sure you make an informed decision, because if there's any decision that you can't afford to make a mistake on, it's choosing who the leader of this country is going to be for 4 to possibly 8 years. And keep in mind, once you choose them, they can't be reversed, and that's time that you will never get back. So make sure you use it wisely. Make sure you make a wise decision. Make sure you work. Make sure you work to have your voice heard. And make sure you go out and vote. Now that I've completed that message, comment as you see fit. Once again, I'm going to repeat that. Comment as you see fit.